Honestly, it's a lot of hard work raising children abroad. It's not easy, especially when you're now a single parent. It's not even easy at all. And I thought I would share one thing that really helped me, for parents that are probably in a similar situation. One tip that helped me during my time. So, as most of you know, I raised three children under the age of one, and so I just thought, you know what, let me share this. And one of the tip is that I had to put my children into a routine. Yeah, I cannot emphasize this enough. Routine is so important if you want to like just step back a bit and breathe. Because one thing I realize is you cannot just be taking the day as it comes, right? If you are into a routine, you would realize that at the end of the day, you would have a bit of break. So you know when your kids are going to bed, when they are having their feed, So if you just put all these things, so you slate everything down, it sort of like just give you a bit of respite, if that makes sense. Now I'll take mine for instance. It was it was a whole lot chaotic for me. It was like everything happening together at the same time. Like, baby one is crying, two is crying, three. So it was just a lot of things. Having one toddler alone is enough. Let alone having three toddlers. It's not even funny. Like they are cranky, they are throwing tantrums. It's a lot. And excuse me. And I thought, what? Let's take a step back and do something different. And then I started a routine. The truth is, when you start doing this, right, unknowingly to you, you are already imbibing something in those children. You're already instilling something in them. So now I'm a Christian, and from my point of view, the Bible says, train up a child the way he should go, and when he's old, he will not depart from it. So that routine, you think, oh, it's not going to work. It's a lie. It works. I remember when my oldest was 3 years old. Remember when she was 3 years old, and when we used to watch at that time, this was like what, years ago, it was just CBBS. I don't know if they still do, if there's still CBBS channel. Well, for those in the UK, you should know what CBBS is. So it used to be CBBS that we used to watch then, and I think CBBS used to close at about 7 o'clock, but at 6:45 or 6:50, I cannot remember, they will start their bedtime story. And after the bedtime story, they would do this baby smiley face with a sun setting down, and they used to sing a song. I can't remember the lyrics of the song now, but it's something about the sun is setting, whatever, la 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 la. So those that are in my generation, that had kids in my generation, you should know what I'm talking about. But one thing I noticed was, as soon as that baby face comes up, as soon as the baby's sunny, smiley face comes on the screen, my oldest daughter at the time, she would run upstairs, because I think because she already knew, because that was because obviously they can't tell the time. They don't know what the time is. And whatever they're going to use to bed that night, I'll lay it upstairs I'll lay it in their cot. So she would run upstairs and bring everything downstairs with her towels, her younger ones. Like, she'll just bring everything. I mean, she can't carry everything. Like, stuff will fall on the floor. But my point is, she just knew that, oh, so as soon as this thing comes up, this is my bedtime. So by 7 o'clock, when those things are downstairs, take them to the bathroom, give them a wash, give them a nice cool bath, evening bath, and then change them into their pajamas, make their evening milk and all that. And latest 8 o'clock, they are upstairs in bed. And the funny thing is, you see this thing that they started, that they've been doing from toddler. At now, they are 11 and 10, and they still do it. 8 o'clock is still their bedtime. This is just because that's how they grew up. This is just because this is they just know that, well, my bedtime is 8 o'clock. So the brain it's already like, the brain has sort of like just trained itself that way, that well, 8 o'clock. So 8 o'clock, they still go till date. So even when my children started reception, I really did not struggle. I didn't struggle a lot. When parents would say, the problem I'm having is that he doesn't want to go to bed. She doesn't want to go to bed. They're always on their phones, always on their tablet. That wasn't my case because I already started a routine with them. And it's not just bedtime routine. It's routine for everything else. Because the truth is, what you do not realize is, if you just say, well, I'll just, whatever happens for the day happens, you are sort of like messing up everything. I'm not saying you should train your children in such a robotic way. That's not what I'm saying. But if you look at it, getting into a routine helps. It gives you as a parent that break, that much needed break that you need. I remember when my kids would go to bed at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Sometimes they are not sleeping. It's not like they're actually sleeping at that 8 p.m. I hear their voice. I see them. I know they are still like, how toddlers are giggling about in the court and stuff like that. But it just gives me that me time. I just know, okay, this is my time. This is, my time to, just unwind, relax, and try to figure out, okay, what's tomorrow going to be like? What appointment am I having tomorrow? And sort other things out, rather than having them stay up with you till 11 p.m. when you're ready to go to bed. You would break down. You would break down. At the end of the day, you just realize that everything is too much for you. Yeah. So I thought I'll share that. And it would be great if you can leave me a feedback. I really do appreciate feedback. And before I go on, I just want to say thank you so much for all the comments and the likes and everything. I mean, I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. But yeah, regarding this video, if you can leave me a feedback and leave me a comment if you think I should share more tips. Yeah, so I can even do this, like I can do it as a series and then just share different tips that I think helped me. I mean, in your case, it might be different. So I just thought, maybe sharing tips that helped me um just go through everything, and especially for those who are also new in the UK. So if I share my tips, you could also like just use that as well if you're struggling in any way. This parenting thing, nobody has it all figured out. That's the truth. Nobody. Um, so it would be great. Take tip from here, take from there, and add it to what you have, and then we're good to go. Because I said, no one has it all figured out. But one thing I know for a fact is that it is always very good to just hand everything over to God. Because sometimes you might even use all the tips in the world and it still would not work. Like it still would not work. So it is only God. So hand everything over to Him. Whether you're a Christian, you're a Muslim, whatever you are, just hand everything over to Him and let Him, guide you. Let Him lead you and teach you Himself how to be a bit better parent. That's what I would say from my point of view. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please, as I said, leave me a comment and just let me know if you want me to share more tips. God bless you now. Bye.